Hello, Hollenbeck family. I'm Tanya Ortiz Franklin, your newest school board member for LA Unified, and I'm so excited for tonight's conversation and presentations. I'm bummed I couldn't be with you, but I did want to share with you the importance of your project-based learning and how it applies in the real world. I was a student in LA Unified and I worked with teachers recently at Hollenbeck. And now as a policymaker, I can't tell you enough the importance of making decisions based on what we know about our community. I generally just love maps. I think they're fun, but I want to show you a couple that I've used recently to really think about meeting the needs of our diverse communities across LA Unified. So let me share with you a couple that we've been looking at the school board. The first is about closing the digital divide. So something I've noticed over the last several years is some neighborhoods in our district have better access and choices to broadband than others. What you're looking at now is a heat map that our instructional technology division put together based on our current students' connections to internet during the pandemic, during distance learning. And I actually wrote a resolution with a couple of colleagues a few months ago asking to look at this data and to solve the problems. So the heat map shows you where there are warmer colors, it's slower speeds, like in the yellow areas, here is closer to downtown, here is closer to Boyle Heights. And in the greener areas, the cooler areas, it's faster. Let me show you another version. This is by community of school. So again, this is close to downtown, this is close to East LA. I represent the district all the way down to San Pedro. And we can see that there are some neighborhoods that have slower internet speeds. And that's really where we should be spending our dollars and resources to connect students and families to affordable broadband. That's one way mapping has helped me as a school board member. Here's another one. We've all been experiencing the effects of COVID. This shows us how by neighborhood, again, across LA Unified, that has shown up differently. So it's a little confusing, I know, with all these numbers here. I represent District 7. Monica Garcia represents District 2, which is where Hollenbeck is. And you can see in the red areas is where we have some really high need, both around the Student Equity Needs Index, which was a policy passed a couple of years ago and just rejuvenated a couple of weeks ago, and with COVID impacts, people who are suffering the effects of this massive pandemic. And so again, we think about how do we give dollars to schools to help our students and families recover from the academic and social emotional impacts of this COVID-19. And just one more view to see the two maps together. This is District 7 pretty much. And on both of them, you can see in the northern part of my district, there are more need than in the southern part of my district. That was a lot really quickly. I'll share these with you if you want to dig in more deeply, but I just wanted to share with you, Hollenbeck scholars and families, that your learning, your work is really important for long-term change. So congratulations on Mapping for Change. I look forward to seeing your projects at some point. And thank you for taking a look at how we look at maps in LA Unified to make decisions with our communities. Thanks, Kite.